everyone, I'm back again with a new video. This video was a promised video, so now it's coming out. This is the video you've been waiting for, the top 5 best teams in the NFL. Again, one thing just to note essentially is that this list could change week to week. This is going to be a weekly list, so make sure you keep your eyes open for that because this will be a weekly thing. So rather than all this me talking, let's just get into the meat and potatoes of it all, of the top 5 teams. Number 5, we'll start at number 5 here, the Kansas City Chiefs. I have the Chiefs because, obviously here right now, because of the loss they sustained last week against the Ravens. That was a tough loss. I thought they were going to win that going away, but the Ravens really had a vociferously fantastic victory over the Chiefs. That, to me, is going to be just a dive board off of more marvelous things for this Ravens team. But I still think, and this is my prediction, the Chiefs will definitely move up. But that loss did hurt them a little bit, but they dropped. But they're still a great team, and they're at number 5 for that reason. Number 4, the Baltimore Ravens. I have the Ravens here. Obviously, like I was stating, the win against Kansas City, that was huge for the Ravens. That got them at 4. To be the best, you got to beat the best. And they beat probably, at that point in time, the best team in the AFC. They beat them. And I think that's going to continue. I think Lamar Jackson's going to have a wonderful season. The Ravens are definitely a viable playoff contender, and they will definitely be in the playoffs at the end of the regular season. Number 3, this team beat the Ravens week 1, the Raiders. I have the Raiders right now as the best team in the AFC. Again, this could change. This is only after week 2. This could definitely change. These lists can most certainly change week to week. So that's the thing with the Raiders. But the Raiders they're 2-0. The Chiefs and Ravens are 1-1, and 2-0 is better than 1-1. So, and the Raiders also beat obviously the Ravens. So that's why they're ahead of the Chiefs and Ravens. They got a better record and they beat the Ravens. So that's why they're ahead of those two teams. And I think, in my opinion, they will go down. Their defense is not the best. Their offense is good, obviously. Derek Carr has 836 passing yards right now. That's the most right now in the NFL, the most in the league. So he's playing out of his mind right now, and that's going to continue. I think Derek Carr, with his performance, the Raiders go as far as his performance takes them, and I think it takes them very far this year. Seems like he's really on a roll right now. I think it continues, but I don't think I think if they played the Ravens 10 times, they'll probably lose about 8 of them. But that was one of the 2 times they beat the Ravens. But I think beating the Ravens gives them, obviously, the reason to get ahead of them at number 3, and that's why Ravens are at 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we're down to the top 2 now. Number 2, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I have Tampa Bay there because of their offense. It's just a juggernaut. We know how great Gronk is. The game he had last week against the Atlanta Falcons was superb. Tom Brady is better than what he was at 24, and he's 44 years old. Obviously, he's just getting better. With Tom Brady, with him at your quarterback position, you're probably a top 5 team most of the time anyway, because we're dealing with an all-time great. I don't see the Bucs stopping here. They're going to probably win many games. They're probably going to win the NFC South going away. It's their division to lose, essentially. I think they continue to be a stellar team offensively and defensively. They've been giving up some points here defensively, but I think they didn't really lose any starters this past regular season, or going into, rather, the offseason. They didn't lose any starters. And I think that's just going to propel them forward to be the NFC South champions of 2021, and that's why they're number 2 on my list. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what we came to, this is what you wanted. Here you go. The number 1 team, the Los Angeles Rams. They are 2-0. They got a big game this week, obviously, with the Bucs. That's a huge game. That's going to be the best game of the week. 2 of the best teams going at it. You always love to see that. I think the Rams are the best because they have an insanely great offense, and they have the best player on that defensive side, Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald's the best defensive player, and I think it translates to the defensive success we've seen. They had a great game against Chicago. They struggled a little bit they gave up some points and yards, but they had that great interception when Carson Wentz threw the shovel pass. It was picked off. So this is a defense that does work, but the offense is really what drives this truck. This Matthew Stafford, You know how I feel about him. I think he has a great chance of winning the MVP this year. He is my favorite. I think it just comes down to his spirit. His spirit is renewed. He is revived. And with that, being revived on its own, I think that translates to team success. And that's why the Rams, in my opinion, are the #1 best team right now. Book it in the NFL. Thank you so much again for watching. Again, this is just going to be a normal thing. Obviously, we're in the infancy of this channel. I'm glad you guys are joining on this ride. Hopefully, we can expand this more. There'll be some new things coming your way. I'm throwing as much as I can at you, much at the wall, rather, to see what sticks. I'm so glad you're here for this journey. God bless you all. Thank you again for watching. And this is Churchy's Top 5 Best Teams after Week 2. Thank you so much.